We're Megan and Anna, and in our previous episodes we found out Anna was granted a New Zealand visa. So we packed up our lives in 2 days and hopped on a long-haul flight from the UK to New Zealand during the pandemic. In this episode, we spend 2 weeks mandatory quarantine inside of a New Zealand hotel. And what is it really like? This episode, you'll find out. Good afternoon, everybody. So we have just arrived into the Jetpark hotel, which is just outside of Auckland. We are staying here for our 2 weeks isolation. Our nurse is about to come around and test us and tell us what we can and can't do while we're here. The room is actually really, really nice. Again, like Australia, there was a really long process to get through. You're not allowed to film anything, obviously, but we are here. We are finally in New Zealand, aren't we, Anna?
Yeah!
It is so exciting, and it's a relief to know that we're back home and we're in a safer place, and I just can't wait to get done with this quarantine and go and see my family back in Christchurch. So this is the tour of the isolation room, so bathroom. Obviously the door here. Go into the bathroom, got a wee toilet, big shower, basin, a mirror, heaps of towels and stuff. Come back out, you got a mirror. We've got like a mini fridge and all this kind of space here, tea, coffee. And then we've got one big bed, we've got Travelmaker there, chair. We've got also a desk so we can do like work and stuff, great for the YouTube. And we've got a TV. And then we do also have an outside view, but we're right next to people who had symptoms, so we're in separate buildings to them, so we're the ones that don't have symptoms, and then obviously the ones who are symptomatic are over the other side, so we're separated, which is really, really good. But the hotel room is great. I mean, I'm not complaining. We've got lunch and dinner and breakfast all here for us. So what's the time now, Anna?
9:30, I would say.
So the time is 9:30, and we've got given our dinner for tonight and our breakfast for tomorrow morning. And they come in these little brown bags, and it's like Russian roulette. You just never know what you're gonna get, and it's so exciting because when you open it, there's lots of goodies inside, and we can choose, but because obviously we just arrived today, we got given just whatever, really, just to get us settled in and stuff. So we just had the nurse come. She took our temperature, asked us if we had any symptoms, and just generally if we're feeling unwell. And now we have these special dun 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 green bands. Now these mean
We are green to go.
we are green to go. We wish. These basically mean that we have no symptoms at the moment, and we are free to go to the outside area, which is a very small area, but we are allowed outside for fresh air. So we are green to go, and we are two tired girls, so we are going to eat dinner and then go to bed, but we will see you guys in the morning. Good morning from day 1 of isolation, everyone. This is our first look that we can actually see outside in the daylight, and ooh, we've got a big area to walk around. Don't know if you can see. There's this tiny outside area here, and it's all fenced off. This is where we're allowed to go. Just this little bit here. But it's okay. I understand that it's for the good and everything, but at least we are actually allowed outside for fresh air, because all the quarantine people, which are there, I don't know if you can see these ones here. They have balconies. Those people over there are symptomatic for COVID-19, so they have all of the symptoms and everything. Obviously, we're in this building, but we're still very close to them. So they have balconies because they're obviously not allowed out into this outside area like we are. So they have the balcony, so they don't come anywhere near us, and we don't go anywhere near them. And that's what this fancy green band is. We're going to be using this green band today. It's the first day of isolation. I'm just going to say we're going to be doing absolutely nothing today. Nothing, because we're jet lagged. We've only came in late last night, and we're just going to catch up on some Netflix and just hang out today. Eat, sleep, repeat. Let's rock on with day 1 of quarantine. So we just got our lunch delivered to the room, and there is something very exciting inside this bag that I have not had in over 2.5 years. Bluebird chips! I'm so excited. It's all the little things that I've missed from New Zealand. I can't wait to have pineapple mums and black forest chocolate, but I'm so excited to have bluebird chips again. So I'm doing some editing on my computer, and look at this one.
Across town at the Otago Museum, discover the complete history of the Southern Land, from the present day back to the legendary Moana and revealed.
Fast asleep. She goes to me before, I'm not jet lagged. She is. So it's day 2 in quarantine today, and today we're going to be showing you the outside area that we are allowed outside. It isn't big, I mean, don't get blown away, but it is a place that we can go outside to get some fresh air. One thing that is very important is we're not allowed to go outside anywhere without our masks on, even if we're going to the outside area. So we better put our mask on now before we go. Now we're ready to go.
Bye.
So as you can see, you're now entering a hot zone. This basically means that you're coming into contact with people like us who are high risk, who may have coronavirus. Not confirmed, but we may have it. So you have to be wearing gloves and a mask at all times if you come into this area. So this corridor is basically where all of our rooms are, so you need to be wearing PPE. Nurses, obviously we don't have visitors, but just basically nurses, and for ourselves. Next up is the green band zone. So basically the green band means that we are people staying in the Jetpark Hotel, and this is our area. We get health checks every single morning, and if we display no symptoms, the green band basically means we can go out to the outside area, and that's basically it.
So I like to take the steps just because we are having a lazy time enough to not get steps, you know, just on the second floor. Here's one of the parts I'm going to be showing you in a minute. Important message, don't mix your bubbles. So here's those dinner if you wanted to collect them earlier. Here is the reception area, which normally there's no one because it's just security guards outside. And you also have a PPE station here where you can get everything any time of the day. Here is the way down. I'll probably have to put you down if any of the employees look at me.
I looked at it and I was like, why did I even bother? This is disgusting.
So this is the smoking area. Little garden that we can walk around and go back and walk in circles again. So here's all the fences we are allowed to go. So from there is the real world, which we're not allowed to. And then you keep walking. And here we are back to reception again. So that's just a minute walking from here. And here is we are back.
Hello, and welcome to Jetpark News, hosted by Travelkiwi, your local update from New Zealand hotel quarantine. So the most exciting part of the day today is the Jetpark News. It's going to keep me occupied for like 5 minutes. So we've got on here for the next couple of days, we've got COVID testing, which is happening tomorrow, Sunday the 21st. So nurses will come around and test us for COVID-19. This is our 3rd day today in isolation, so they said it was going to happen on days 3 and 12. We've got the laundry. It's just telling us it's going to take 3 days for our laundry to be done just because there's so many people in here, but they're doing an amazing job. They're washing all of our laundry. They're giving us 3 meals a day. They're doing everything. Like, they're doing such an amazing job. And then it just says on here, keeping active, but it's pretty hard to keep active because we have the size of like a 10 by 10 meter square, but at least we can still go out and get some fresh air. But that is the exciting news, Jetpark news for the day. So it's day 5 in quarantine today, and I have just picked up my lunch, and I have ordered something very yummy today that I have been waiting to have since coming back to New Zealand. And I'm going to get Anna to try it later on in the video as well, her reactions to all of our Kiwi foods. It is lemon and pie roa! Woohoo! I have been waiting to drink this for such a long time now, so I'm so excited to have this with my lunch. Today we have chicken wings with like some salad and stuff, so I'm gonna eat that. Yes, I am still in my pajamas and I am doing absolutely nothing today because I don't have to do anything. So a couple of days ago we had our first COVID test. So that was on day 3 that we arrived, and this test would basically tell us and the people who are looking after us if we bought anything into New Zealand. We just got this nice wee slip underneath our door, and I can confirm our COVID-19 test results. On Sunday the 21st, you were swabbed, and it wasn't nice to be tested for COVID-19. I am happy to say we received your results back, and I can let you know that you tested negative. So we were both negative in our room. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about food and what we get and how the process runs. So basically we have a menu that looks like this one, and this is for the next week's food. So we basically can choose from two options. Usually there's a meat option and a vegetarian option, and it looks like this. So we get to choose breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you can choose your drink. So just for example, dinner for tomorrow night is a lamb curry with rice and tomato chutney, or a vegetarian lasagna with salad. So the food is pretty good. I mean, we get some minging stuff, but some other good stuff as well, but that's the way that it works. So we get the menu, they ring us in the afternoon and we tell them what we want for the next day. They come and knock on the door at, say if we're talking about lunchtime, they'll knock on the door at 11:45, and then we'll have to wait a few moments, then we can go out and grab the bag, bring it in, and then we can see what we've got for lunch, and obviously we eat it, and the same process happens for dinner and breakfast. So we got some news earlier today, and today is day 7 of our quarantine. We're halfway through, but the news that came underneath our door was in the Jetpark newsletter. Now we get this every day, and it's a thing that we look forward to because it just gives us a little bit of information about what's going on. However, in today's Jetpark news, it brings us sadness to say. Goodbye from us. Firstly, a big thank you for all your patience and support while we set up this isolation unit in Jetpark. We appreciate it and want you to know that it has been a great week. Getting to know you all and seeing you around the hotel. We hope that the remainder of your isolation goes super speedy and you all get home safely. Now,
so just to explain, we are not leaving isolation yet.
no.
So I am really excited to leave isolation and go and explore in New Zealand, but this time it's set news just because we're going to keep isolation, but we're just going to be transfer hotels. So from what they told us, they need more space for people with the virus or that have been exposed and need more assistance.
Because we're not high risk anymore.
Yeah,
so basically, when we came from London, we were put in that high risk category, and because we've been here for a week, we've showed no symptoms, we've been tested and we both were negative, which is amazing for us, but it means that we're out of that high risk category now, so it means we're being transferred basically. But we have a routine here now. We know the people, we've formed connections, yeah, with the nurses and the staff, and we know when housekeeping comes, we know when we're going to get the knock on the door for lunch and dinner and breakfast, so we are going to miss it. We do understand like that we need to be transferred, but we are sad at the same time. You know, we know everything here, it's all familiar to us now, so,
and we don't know how the other end's going to be, you know, so it's pretty scary in a way, because
yeah,
here we have our freedom, we have the best stuff ever. So guys from Jetpark, if you are watching, thank you very much, you've been amazing.
yeah, for whatever reason, if any of you watch this video, thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. You have looked after us so well, and we can't thank you all enough. You've been amazing to us. On that note, we are going to end this video here because we're getting our transfer tomorrow, and you're going to have to stay tuned if you want to see what the Ridges isolation is. So for now, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't. I post videos every single Monday. You'll get to see me and this little cheeky one, and as always guys, we'll see you in the next hotel or next Monday. Bye.
Next time on Travelkiwi, we go on our first adventure after 2 weeks of quarantine. Stay tuned and I'll see you next time.